Alright, troops.
Hello again, my faithful followers. You're going to notice a couple of different things with this video. One, I've got the shades back on. It's not that my eyes having any more issues, it's just a case of people told me I look good with them on, so I might try it out. Let me know in the comments if you think I should keep this look or go back to the normal ones. Also, second reason, over the summer, recording has been a bit difficult for that Mental Ginger show because guests have been cancelling left, right and centre. People like to go out, people like to enjoy the sunshine, so they don't want to sit in a dark room with a ginger albino. Which, good for them, bad for content. So I decided I'm going to create something a bit different. Because when we have the guests on, obviously I like to talk about what they do, give them some promotion, talk about the arts, and we touch a little bit on mental health awareness in them. But the mental health illness part, I always feel gets pushed to the side because we're trying to give the guests the platform they deserve. And rightly so. But one of the reasons that I did start this channel in the first place, or the rebrand of the channel, was that I wanted to raise more awareness about mental health issues in the arts. So who better to talk about them than someone who does have mental health issues in the arts? So I'm going to do a little series, like a little mini series on top of it. Not very long videos. And we'll talk about some things that affect your mental health, especially in the arts. The first one I want to talk about is body confidence. What exactly does body confidence mean? According to the fountain of knowledge that is Google, body confidence is how a person feels about the way they look. When we have body confidence, we accept and are happy with how we look and what our bodies can do. I wanted to touch on this one in particular to start with because I had a severe crisis in body confidence over the weekend. And we were out in the streets of Glasgow to do some promos about some content that's coming up. I really struggled with the way that I looked doing that filming. I was feeling really self-conscious. One reason is because that I was actually standing. You guys may not be aware, but the reason that I do like podcasting or any type of like online stuff, preferably to face-to-face, is because I can sit down. When I sit down, my posture, or more accurately, my incorrect posture, is not very visible. I could just sit like normal and no one really notices that I do have an issue with it. If I readjusted myself to the way that I'm meant to be, like I'm doing right now, so head up, shoulders back, there is a big difference there. You can see it. Like I look more confident, I look more presentable and more natural. But for me, this feels really unnatural. And when I was trying to remember this when I was doing the recording, so I was standing up straight, but everything from the lower half of my body, so waist down, went so rigid. My knees locked. I was standing with my legs apart. You could have went past me with a feather and it would have knocked me down. So at that point, we're having to adjust my legs. We're having to try and like relax my knees, bend my knees. We're trying to, shuffle it round, having kind of one foot in front of the other. So I've got a good basis to stand on. Slightly turned, like that, like a bit more kind of confident with the posture. But focusing so much and trying to get my legs to work in the right way, defaulted my back and my spine and my head to the level that it is now. It's back down, it's crunched, it's not confident. Because I'm overthinking trying how to stand with my legs. And I'm doing this sitting down, guys. I'm still doing this sitting down, and really struggling with it. You're having to try and adjust all that and trying to remember to be upright, shoulders back, head up. And then I get these words that was really kind of the straw that broke my self-confidence's back. Suck in your tummy. I understand why you get told to do that. It's an industry where looks are very important. People are going to jump on the bandwagon and criticize those looks right away. That's sadly the power of social media these days. If someone even looks at a crisp, they think they've put on 5 pounds and it's all over the socials. And yeah, another reason that I sit down for podcasts is that I do have a gut. I do have, the dad bod, as, I call it, because I am a dad and I don't I don't exercise, and I don't like to exercise being the crucial thing. We can talk about that in another episode. It really makes me feel awkward when people talk about my stomach, in particular because of the issues that I had in the previous abusive relationship. Many of you will have seen that video where I talked about how I was really criticized for my weight and I wound up being anorexic. I've said time and time again, I now know what it's like not to eat and to really hate food. So I don't want to go back down that rabbit hole. I like to eat. I like food. If people see me eating a Domino's and think, oh, he's fat, so what? I do not give a flying FC UK. I will eat what I want to eat. I will drink what I want to drink, and I'm more than happy to do so. But when you get comments like that telling you to, suck in your tummy, the person who said them, by the way, I did not have any issue with them saying it. They've got experience from the industry on their side, and they're trying to help me achieve my potential and be the best version of myself on camera that I want to be. And I can understand that. I totally understand that. But the combination just broke me. There was other issues filming at the time, which I don't want to go into, but I struggled. I really struggled, and my body confidence in particular hit the floor. I spent most of the night reassessing everything about the way I look, the way I stand, the way I sit, the way I'm holding my hand. I got told that, the way that I would stand naturally was quote unquote too gay. This is a society that's meant to be accepting of everybody for who they are, warts and all, gay, straight, bi, trans, LGBTQ, black, white, Muslim, Asian, whatever. See, as long as you're happy with who you are and you're comfortable with who you are, not my place to judge. And it's one of the things that I'm really trying to change about this industry, because it's so focused with the looks. It's so focused with how people look on a camera, how people look in front of other people. Even me having these glasses on right now, I was panicking because I thought, people don't like my old glasses, so I have to put these ones on because people say I look cooler with them on. But I like my other glasses. I personally think they suit me. It's now got to the stage where if I don't have my glasses on doing a video, it feels awkward. Also, I don't like kind of growing my hair out because I get quite sweaty and back of my neck gets quite damp, and it's kind of the same with the beard. I love my beard, but sometimes you just want to just shave it all off and feel fresh and feel clean. In this industry, if you have a certain look, you've got to try and stick with that certain look. That's not me. That's not my style. It's not what I do. It's not the person that I am. But I could go out and wear baseball cap, shades. No one would know who I was because they're looking for ginger hair, and they can tell by the eyes. Like, I've got a lazy eye, I've got squint, and obviously my other eye's a bit damaged now thanks to a certain child. People want to try and see these bits. They want to see these things to recognize who it is, who they're talking to. It's tough to love your body when people tell you every part of your body that's wrong, or they tell you that you don't stand right, that you don't look confident, that you have a gut, that you're too rigid, or that you're too limp. Even now, I can feel myself shrinking down and shrinking and feel and going into myself because my confidence is knocked. Is that it seems to be a rule for one, but not a rule for others. And that's the thing I don't agree with more than anything else. I totally agree that we should all feel confident in our own skin. We should all feel comfortable with it. But there seems to be a difference between women kind of embracing their body confidence to a guy embracing body confidence. Because guys struggle with image too. I am proof. I am prime example that I struggle with image. And I totally encourage women to be any shape, any size. Does not matter to me in the slightest. But why is it that the guys are now starting to get hit with a dad bod tag, or told to suck in their gut, or told to get themselves a brace to support them to stand up, or a girdle to tuck their tummy in? Guys struggle with weight as well. We struggle with body confidence. We struggle with self-image. There's so many men that are anorexic now. There's so many men that suffer from bulimia. There's so many people that have steroid problems because they try to look a certain muscular way. It's constant. It's been constant before that. It was constant when I was anorexic. Just no one spoke about it. And I want to speak about these things. These are things that affect your mental health. The physical and the mental are connected. And people don't seem to realize that. And I want them to realize it. It's hard enough going into any type of industry or going into any type of new job, but being told, you have to look a certain way and act a certain way, that's unnatural. I got as far as I've got, and I've been so grateful to get as far as I've gotten because I was me. I was true to myself. I'm happy with my gut. I'm happy with my red hair. I'm happy with just sitting down and having a wee bit slouched over. I don't mind if my arm looks like that means I look gay. I don't care. I'm comfortable with my sexuality. I'm comfortable with who I am. So I don't need people to tell me to adjust to try and be someone I'm not. And I think that's what is the real problem. You get told throughout your life that you don't look a certain way and you don't act a certain way, then there's something wrong with you. Let me tell you, nothing is wrong with you. You are perfect as you are. If you feel happy, you won't care how you look to other people. That's why when so many people get married, they relax and they say, "Oh, you're married now. You put on the beef, eh? Oh, you put on weight now. Oh, that's you. Let yourself go." Well, yeah, because I'm comfortable. I would rather be fat and happy than thin and miserable. So I will stand the way I want to stand in videos. I will talk the way I want to talk in a video. I will be who I am because that is what drives people towards me. There are a lot of people out there that like me for who I am. I hope you become one of them too. So until next time, take care, stay safe. Bye bye.